What I'm most proud of that you did, that Melissa did, though, was centered around the contract routing for the city. So that was enterprise-wide.
Yes.
And from beginning to end, all of our contracts, well, I would say 90% of our contracts are routed through, Laserfiche. And that really took the heat off of me from the standpoint of, contracts would sit and they're like, oh, it's probably in the IT department. I'm like, wait a minute, we don't have that particular contract. So now the way it's set up, the customer knows exactly where the form is located. It's intelligent routing. We work with our city manager and his office. We have thresholds in there, so if it's $90,000 and below, a DCM can sign off on it, $90,000 and above. The city manager signs off on it. So we have intelligent routing, if you will. So that's been very helpful in the sense that now they're not calling the departments. We don't have, and from an efficiency standpoint, there was a huge gain for the rest of the city as well, because before you had an admin that was walking the contract, literally walking the contract in, 12 different departments to get signatures. Now it's routed, it's entered. I get an email, hey, you have contracts to fill out. I go out, I review it, sign it. It goes to the next step, which is in my particular case out there, it leaves legal, it comes to IT, then budget, and so forth and so on. So we have that process in place, and that has saved, we haven't necessarily looked back at how much time it saved, but
actually,
that has saved a ton of time.
The process, not to cut you off, but the process used to take 3 to 4 weeks to get a contract signed, and we cut that down to 1 to 3 days.
Wow.
Probably the longest a contract may go through is because maybe there are some legal ramifications to it, but it may take 5 days. But the on average, it's 1 to 3 days now to get a contract through, where it could take 3 to 4 weeks to get that
Your
done.
vendors like that too.
Oh yeah, they love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so you also have the setup where after the manager signs, you may want to talk about with the clerk's office and how they handle
Oh
it.
yeah. So once it's signed off, once the contract has gone through the routing process and everyone's reviewed the contract and signed and gave their approval, it then goes into the content management area, and then we archive it. And then we open that up for everyone to actually go back in and see the contract. It used to be that we had multiple contracts going and circling around as well, so we had different copies, so we didn't know which one was signed. Now there's one contract, it's archived into the system. We can go back and look at those contracts at any given time, so that has actually helped us in efficiency as well.